Hello and welcome to Tip Tuesday. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am Jerry Mobley, also known as Shameless Stamper. If you've never been here before, definitely let me know that you're new. I'd love to be able to say welcome. But just real quick today, we're going to talk about blends labels. So if you like using your labels as is, then you can just completely ignore this video. However, if it's kind of bothersome for you to try to look for that little tiny word that tells you what color it is, I've got some fun little labels here, and I'm actually offering these for just $1 as a download. Super easy to download and print yourself. I'm going to show you how I put them on. So this one is about a page, a little less than a page and a half, and has all of the colors for the side of the labels. And then this one is, I did it 3 times because I do, and if you don't want to, you can always just, do a portion. But I do end up, of course, replacing labels. Replacing my blends, and I always put a new label on the ends of my blends as well. So I'm going to show you how I do that real quick, and it's super easy. You guys are going to love this. So for this one, I use Avery Labels 5167, which are the little bitty, I don't know what they are, 1/2 inch by maybe 2, somewhere around there. And this one, I actually use the full size sticker sheets. So it's just a full, basically one big sticker. And so that's what I use for this, is a full size one. And that number is 3383 for anybody who needs it. So let me show you how I do this. So for the side labels, these are super easy. I have right here my strawberry slush. By the way, I'm behind on doing this, so it's really good for me to do this video today. These are the strawberry slush, dark and light. And so what I have is, I'm going to jump back here to the strawberry slush, and I'm just going to remove the dark one. And you can see it says Stampin' Blends on this. I'm going to flip it over to the one that just has like the warnings and stuff on it. And I'm going to put that on the back. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And now for a little extra security, because these are paper labels, they will probably come off, they'll get messed up. I highly recommend taking your packing tape. Mine's on a roller. So take your packing tape and just cut a little piece off. And I'm just going to pop this on here, just like that, and secure it with that so it doesn't come off, and it's also now protected. So I'll just do that again. Sorry, I know these are loud. And we'll just pop that on there. It's like the perfect size for this particular label too. You just need a few inches to go all the way around, and ta-da, you have your blends labeled so that you can easily see them when you're crafting. Okay, also I like to do the end of my labels as well, of my, of my markers, so that if I have them in a pen holder or something, I can also see from the top. And also I put them in that little thing with my stamps, my stamp pads and stuff, and so they sit in there like this, and I see the ends right here. So I like to do the ends as well. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so I'm going to grab this one right here, and I just cut this into 3 pieces. So I have 3 of each label, actually a little bit more of a couple, because I did add an extra bronze and ivory, an extra lifter, and an extra crumb light, and an extra pool light, crumb cake and pool party, because I use those a lot. If you don't, it's fine, but I do use those a lot, so I went ahead and did that. Okay, and then I need the strawberry slush, which is down here. So I'm just going to show you what I do. I actually cut this into strips. So I'm just going to cut that strip off, and for the moment, rather than cutting them all into strips at the moment, I'm just going to start with this because I just need to get right here. So I'm going to grab my punch, and what you need is a 3/8 of an inch punch. 3/8, you probably can't see that, but 3/8 of an inch circle punch. Whatever kind of 3/8 of an inch punch you have is fine. This one is by EK Tools. It's the same style as ours. We didn't have one, so I went ahead and got this one, but it's the same style as our punches. And so I'm just going to come in here and then punch this out. Just like that. And of course you can punch them all out at the same time, but I like to leave them on the sheet because I think it's easier in strips, and then I just use them as I need to. So the hardest part is getting the backing off. Okay, so we're gonna get the backing off of this, hopefully. Actually, this one kind of left a little piece back there. So I'm gonna take the Slush Dark and add that, oops, right there. And the same thing for my Slush Light. And add that on this end piece. And I don't really worry about tape on these. I haven't had any problem with them. They stay on pretty well. It's these side pieces where you're putting your hand all the time that's really more of an issue. So when this is sitting up like this, or it's like this and I can just see the end, this gives me a little bit of help on knowing which marker I'm looking at. But when it's on my table, I love these bigger side ones. And of course, when you replace them, all you have to do is print more labels and replace the label. So if you guys are interested in either of these, just let me know. I'm happy to provide these for you. And also I do have a list for anybody who likes to kind of keep track of stuff and they want to make sure they know what colors they have. This is a little list that has our inks and our refills and our blends all in one place. So you can just like highlight those as you go, and it even has the item number there for you. Hopefully there's no typos. If anybody ever finds a typo, let me know. But hopefully there's no typos. So you are able to go through and figure out what all you have. I also have started adding some of the retired colors. Right now I just have last year's on here. I will add the numbers for that and try to get some of the other numbers in there as well if anybody wants one of these. But these are current colors at the moment that are on the front, which is the most important because those are the ones you can buy. So, and this helps you keep track of what you have and what you don't have. So if anybody's interested in any of those, just let me know. All you need to do is text me and say, hey, I'd love to get that, and I'll help you out with that. All right, so that was today's Tip Tuesday. I hope this helps you out with your crafting space, your organizing, however you do your stuff, and makes it easier for you to use your products. So have a great rest of your day. I'll see you this weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time for Creative Inspiration. Have a great week. Bye-bye. God bless.